chosen people.
What's so funny, TSM?
Yeah, tune in with April Showers on YouTube. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that, share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that, share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that, share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that, share, subscribe. And let's make Miss April ours. You know that she in the better thing. She in the better thing. She do a little bit of everything. You know that she in the better thing. She in the better thing. She do a little bit of everything.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing this beautiful afternoon? Sorry I'm late. Of course, I, took a nap. Today is Thankful Thursday. I'm thankful to be on YouTube. I'm thankful for the people that I have met on YouTube. And I'm just trying to shed some light and have some fun. Guess what, y'all? Guess what, y'all? Guess what? We done found out we God's chosen people. Sadly, now we gotta argue now. That's my joke. We know that we are God's chosen people, but now we argue over Hebrew, Kim, let everything. Lord, make it make sense. Make it make sense. We still gotta argue and fight over something. Leave it up to us. Leave it up to us. No disrespect to somebody, anybody, but my opinion, you know, my thoughts and my views. So, but I'm just thankful there are a lot of people around me that are sick, been losing people. My advice I want to give to anybody: life is too short to be sweating the small stuff. Worry about things that only you can control. Worry about things that you can control. I never have seen people so angry now. Everybody's so angry. Everybody wants to be right, and everybody. It's like the state on Kwame Brown's show today. And let me speak to some people first. How you knew it? Hey DJ Chuck. Hey B Sparrow. Atmos. Steve Gilmore. Just V. Dance 87. Together we break the chain. And Tamika Davis. Kwame Brown had a guy from the music industry that was saying how the music industry has targeted our people. They continue to market the gang violence, the disrespecting of women. All the rappers are dying, but none of the record industry executives, they aren't dying. Sadly, Michael Jackson told us they don't care about us, but we don't care about each other. They don't care about us, and we don't care about each other. Because we too busy sweating the small stuff. Again, they don't really care. They don't really care about us, but we don't care about us. Because we got to argue. We got to argue over everything. My channel is not a religious channel. As I said before, I respect everybody's religious viewpoints. All you can do is, to me, do the right thing. We can all read something and we can interpret it the way we want to interpret it. But I do know one thing. is that you should do the right thing in life. Everybody's so angry. Everybody want to prove a point. We arguing. This morning I did a video on Dwayne Wade's first wife has finally come out and spoken about her child. You know, we all know about Dwayne Wade from the Chicagoland area. We know when Dwayne Wade wasn't nothing. We know when Dwayne Wade, unfortunately, and I'm not going to talk about his mother. I'm not perfect. I have my own issues. When his mother was dealing with her issues, Dwayne Wade was homeless, okay? He was homeless. The family took Dwayne Wade in, loved him like a son. He married their daughter. Of course, they were high school classmates. Dwayne Wade went Hollywood and said, forget you, you poor folks. I don't know y'all. I don't know y'all. I'm Hollywood now. He did that lady terrible. He made her seem crazy. But you know, Hollywood does that to people. So in the meantime, as she is going through her life of, we were high school sweethearts, we had kids, you know, you got this NBA contract, you done changed up, you doing this, you doing that. So basically, he played on this woman's every emotion and made this lady seem like she was crazy. And of course, he had the money. And so he was able to convince the people that didn't know any better. And of course, you know, we know money talk. She received a nice settlement. It wasn't enough. Nothing could ever be enough. Nothing could ever be enough for taking a kid in when you was homeless and your mama was out there. She didn't care if you had a roof over your head. And these folks took you in and treated you like family, and you turned they backs on them. And you got out there to Hollywood and you saw them bright lights, and the woman that had been there for you when you didn't have nothing didn't mean nothing to you. And yes, DJ Chuck, Dwayne Wade should be ashamed of itself. But he's not. You know, when him and Gabrielle Union had broke up, during the breakup, you know, he had got another woman pregnant. That speaks of his character. But anyway, like I said, back to the story, Dwayne had his money and he was able to get custody of their children. And so Zion, and Siobhan is Dwayne Wade's first wife and the mother of his two oldest children. And I am so glad she finally has gotten her voice back. And she has now said, I don't want my child to be able to change his name or transition until he's 18 years old. And it's because of you, Dwayne Wade, that she did not have a relationship with her children, because you did her so dirty in court. You made her look like some crazy stalking woman. And now, this is how sorry he is. He comes out and is still trying to attack the woman and said, oh, now she comes out. She hasn't been involved in the child's life. Well, you know what? I think it's getting ready to be a new day for her. She's ready to be back in her kid's life. And yes, Dwayne Wade, you are exploiting your child. You've got them being runaway models and everything else. Only us do this. You know, I know everybody remembers Sonny and Cher, right? You know, they had a daughter, Chastity, who is now Chaz. Chastity transgendered into Chaz. Not once was Cher on TV promoting and talking about her daughter. Only us. Only us. Only us. So Dwayne Wade, you sorry? You a piece of shit? Nobody can ever take the place of giving birth to Zion, not Zayed, Zeta, or whatever the hell they want to name her. Now, I don't have no problem with them alphabet people, if that's what they want to do. But I do not think nobody, no child should be able to make that decision till they're 18 because it is a fad. And yes, DJ Chuck is correct. They were having all kind of custody battles. Dwayne Wade was so dirty, he basically threw this woman out on the streets, okay? He threw her out on the streets. Made it seem like she was crazy. She was a woman attempting to try to understand how the man she loved got to Hollywood and switched up on them. And he had that money. She did not have the money to fight Dwayne Wade in court. Gabrielle is not the mother, is not Zion's mother. Dwayne, you are a sorry sack of shit to state that your child has not been, that the mother has not been in the child's life, and this is due to you. He made a rebuttal. I was 38 hot, 9mm hot. Now, rappers, and I'm going to keep it 100. I love me some rap music. You know, I liked it all. I like the beats, you know, Too Short, Ice Cube. It didn't apply to me. But as I have gotten older, and I sit back and I think of all the stuff we was rapping about, and I'm like, oh my Lord. Woo! Boy. Women were degraded. All they talked about was killing people, selling dope, and who they shot and killed. Now they're coming up dead. We've got to change the rap music to raise awareness. And let me tell you, some rappers back in the day was giving us a great message. You had Grandmaster Flash, White Lies, don't do it, don't do it. You had Stop the Violence. Queen Latifah was talking about UNITY. And then we got the ratchetness. Oh, there is too much anger in this world now. And it's got to be some type of peace. Does anybody have any solutions? And I don't want to hear nothing about no Charleston White neither, because Charleston White, he's a fake. His whole approach, he was doing his own publicity. I just dropped a link. Yeah, Chuck, yeah, she was receiving quite a bit of money, but you know, they stayed into it so much. You know, he made her look crazy. Um, Calling the police on her, making her seem like she was an unfit mother. On Halloween, which now they're calling it trunk or treat, or whatever. Unfortunately, there are pagan holidays. You can choose to celebrate them if you want to. No, we know they ain't our customs and all of this. But it's nice to see the kids dress up, have on their little Halloween costumes, and go around and to receive candy. 14 people, they did a drive-by, and 14 people were shot that day. In all of the inner cities, blacks Black people are killing black people. People say, don't say black on black crime. Well, you know what it is, what it is. Again, they don't really care about us, and we don't care about each other. Because we too busy trying to argue. Hey, Chuck, how you doing? How you doing? I can't hear you. Wait a minute. Let me get on my other phone. Let me send you the link. Say something again. Because you know all about Dwayne Wade, too. See, us Chicago people, we know about him. I really don't like to bash people. But it is what it is with Dwayne Wade. Mm, hold on. Hold on, everybody. Hey, Universe. Hey, Latanya. Crooked. Yeah, hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to be right back. Yeah, together. He did that woman something terrible. Especially, he did the entire family just so dirty. You know, thank God Dwayne's mother, she is a minister now. She has redeemed herself. But it was a time Dwayne was homeless. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to be right back. Hold on. I'm going to be right back. Okay. I just sent you the link. So as I was sitting here, I'm just thankful for a lot of things. But right now, I want to see peace. I want to see peace. I want to see families get back to being families. I want to see where children respect their elders and listen to them, and you don't have family running interference, siding with the child. Hold on. Chuck? Nope, I can't hear you now, but I can read your lips. Okay, I hear you now. Something happened. Can everybody hear Chuck? When you moved, Chuck, we heard something. Yeah, yeah, we can't hear him. I want to see kids be able to go outside and play. Oh yeah, hold on, y'all. You know, I feel so sorry for these kids. They can't even be kids. Okay, Chuck, let's try this again. Come back in again, and you can test your mic before you come on. It was like you have moved around. Don't talk through your you going through your Bluetooth, I think. Try it one more time. Chuck has a lot of knowledge of things that goes on in Chicago too. We're still we know we God's chosen people. Now we arguing over Hebrew, Kimlet, all that stuff. And there's still no community centers for the inner city kids. There are no after school programs. When I was coming up, we had community centers that we could go to. They had after school activities. And take these kids off these video games, programming their minds. I want to try try one more time. The state of Black America to me is very sad. It's very sad, in my opinion. You can't even get people to come together for Sunday dinner anymore. Some of us think we're better than other family members. Everybody is somebody in my book. Whether you have a PhD or a GED, you are still somebody, and you can still contribute something to this world. I am so excited when I see people on YouTube with their children having game nights, family nights. It's great. It's not what you have, it's how you living. I ask a question to everybody. Is what do you think that you can do to make this world a better place? I'm tired of people want to argue. You know, when I was growing up, I didn't have too many rights. I had to eat what my mama cooked or I didn't eat. We visited all family members and we had annual barbecues, and everyone was welcome to our house. Again, like I say, some of us can get, oh, you think you on such a high horse now that you're better. And it's not that serious. Because at the end of the day, having good family relationships, good health, a good belief system, regardless of what you believe in, and just do the right thing. It's not good for the soul or the spirit to be in turmoil all the time. We bring a lot of stress on ourselves. Latanya's cooking for the soul. How much are you charging to bake pound cakes for Thanksgiving? I said the devil is a lie when I saw a woman advertising $40 for a pound cake. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, we can hear you now. There
Hello,
you go.
hello.
Yep, we can hear you. We hear you. We hear you.
This stream y'all get confusing.
Yeah, we hear you.
Hello? Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
So can you all hear me?
Yes? Yes.
Yeah, so Dwayne Wade was paying child support payments to his ex-wife, but he was trying to make it seem like he was an unfit mother. So there was times when she was actually out on the streets, April, asking people for money.
I know.
Which is sad because she's married to a professional basketball player. Now,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. Go ahead.
Yeah, she was homeless at one time. He didn't want to give her no money. She had to take him to court. He did that woman so dirty. But I'm going to be
Now,
quiet.
you just
I'm
told
going
me
to mute
something
my
that
mic. Okay.
you just told me something that I didn't know about. I didn't know that she was homeless, which makes the situation even worse. I mean, I'm not a parent, so I don't really know how the procedures as far as I do know people that who still pay child support, and I have been told that they go through a lot of different custody battles with their mothers. April, are you there?
Yeah. What team, the first team that he went and played for, yeah, he basically threw her out of the house. And then she had to come back to Chicago, and she was broke. She had to force this Negro to pay her some money. He didn't want to give her nothing.
A story. Thanks for letting me know. But I know they had custody battle with their children.
Yeah. And see, she was broke because, you know, she was used to a certain lifestyle, Matter of fact, I want to say he kicked her out of the
Okay.
house. Yeah, he kicked her out of the
So
house.
so this was before he got college in Marquette.
Huh? The entire time
Did he
from
kick
the
her out of the house when he got?
this
Did he
is
kick
when
her out
they
of college?
no, this is when they were when he got that
I mean, out of
first
the.
when he had the first contract, right? Whatever team he was playing for, whatever state that they were living in, because I'm not really a sports person. I knew people that knew of them. And
Okay, so he got drafted. He got drafted once he graduated from college at Marquette. He got drafted by the Miami Heat. So I'm not sure if that's what he was saying at the time. Did he kick her out of the house once he got drafted into the NBA?
yeah, this was after he played for the NBA for a few years. And he started,
Okay.
Changing up. Yeah. He didn't want her anymore. He had got
Okay.
big time.
Because we know he
Yeah.
did play for the Bulls, right? You
Yeah, he played for the Bulls. Mm-hmm.
know that, right?
Uh-huh.
Like I mentioned, that 50, I mean, $500,000 per month.
Yeah, but a lot of that money
To some people,
was
it's probably a
going.
lot of money. It's probably
Yeah, they had a bunch of cars and everything.
safe.
But she took he paid her off, and then
I can't
he
say it.
made
I'm not. I can't say that's a lot of money because I'm not a parent.
well, when you're used to a
So I don't know.
certain lifestyle,
It's a sad thing.
yeah, when you're used to a certain lifestyle, and that man has put
Mm-hmm.
you in, a mansion, and you driving new cars, and you shopping at the finest stores, you're accustomed to a certain
Yeah.
lifestyle. And then if you done had their kids, those kids need to be taken
That's
care
true.
of too. And so basically, Dwayne didn't want to take care of her. He
Yeah.
wanted her kids. He didn't want nothing to do with her. You know, that's all it was. He didn't want her no
Okay.
more.
So
And he played every emotion. Like I said, when she was out there homeless, he took her to court then. When she was begging people for money. Yeah. Anything that he could use against her, he used it against her. Yeah. And so
when did
I'm just I'm just glad that she has finally been able to have a voice when it came to her children, because You know, he never mentioned the mother. You know, you remember when he retired and they had that big thing for him, and he gave his mother all these kudos, which was great. But I said, he is terrible. He forgetting the people that took him in so he was able to go to college. He never acknowledges her family.
Why was that?
Because he's a person that's not grateful, I guess.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He's
So
not
why
grateful.
didn't he acknowledge her?
He didn't want her no more. He got to Hollywood. You know how these men do. He didn't want her no more. He got to Hollywood. You know how these men do. He didn't want her no more. They want the plastic women, the faceless women, the butt implants, and they want them type of women.
For some reason, April did the delay.
Yeah.
But what did you all
Most
think?
men do that.
But what do you all
Most
think?
men, huh?
What my question to you is, as a parent, what do you think needs to change in the household to make these kids have a better understanding of life? Because it's too much violence going on out here. Not just here in Chicago, I mean everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's everywhere. Well, men gonna have to step up. Women gonna have to let the man leave the house.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna have to start being men and not being no man that's wearing saggy pants like your child is. Men are going to have to step up to the plate. They're going to have to start being active. And some fear needs to be instilled in these kids. There's no fear anymore.
That's true. Do you feel like certain laws have changed the way parents are supposed to discipline their children?
Well, once a child could call the state on you for beating their ass, that changed a lot.
I'm not laughing in a jokey way. I'm laughing because I'm about to be in 3 weeks. I'll be 49 years old. Okay, but there was times when my parents beat my ass for doing stuff that I know I had no business doing. But now, parents can't do that. They're called DTFS.
Yeah, the kids want to fight the parents nowadays. They want to run the house, and they paying no bills.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed I wasn't allowed to hit my parents. And if I did, that was the day I wouldn't have no teeth in my mouth. I think that's one of the main issues now. Like these parents
And
are too.
they took God out of everything.
That's true. But these parents today are too busy being their children's friends. I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, when my parents had company, I couldn't sit at the table with them.
Ain't that the truth?
I couldn't sit around my parents when they were drinking and smoking. Now I'm not gonna sit up here and say I didn't drink and smoke, but it got certain things that back then I couldn't do.
Oh, you got family members that sit around and talk about the parents to the kids.
Yeah. Um, it gets a whole generational appearance now, and I think that's why we have so many issues today amongst the black race. But I agree with you though. Like you're absolutely right. We need more after school programs in the community. Um, take these video games away from these kids. That's one of the main issues. Like there ain't no more program for these kids no more. And people be like, oh, there's programs in the neighborhood. Well, we can't get the funding. If we don't have the funding, parents not gonna put their kids in these programs.
No, because we got a new generation of kids that don't
Okay.
even believe in voting. You know, you had to vote, and then you got to hold your local politician.
Okay.
When we vote these people in office,
Mhm.
then we got to make them earn our vote. If you saying you gonna be a community leader and
Uh
you
huh.
gonna do this, then we need to hold them accountable.
Okay.
Because the money is out there.
Yeah.
The money is out there,
So
but
so you
they're
saying?
not telling the people how to go get the money.
Mhm.
Uh, Nobody wants to pick up
Yeah.
somebody else's child and take them to an after school activity.
Yeah. So based on what you said, which I agree with you, um, do you feel like um we need to start going to these like town hall and city council meetings to get more
Yeah,
information about our community?
that's right. That's the only way you gonna get it, because they sure not gonna give it to you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You, we put these people, hey, Sister Bowles, we put these people in office,
Hmm.
but we don't hold them accountable.
And then that we don't even know about.
Yeah, because the money is there. The money
Right,
is there.
right.
But we're living in such bad times now
Hmm.
where parents are scared now to let their kids go to these places
Right. That's true.
And then
That's
you can't trust everybody around your kids.
right.
And now, gas prices are high, food is high.
Mm-hmm.
They've had COVID-19. A lot of people, they lost jobs, they lost income.
Okay.
So people now are working 2 jobs.
Yeah.
And
So
like
I
I
have
say, some people need to step up.
yeah. I have a question for you though.
Okay.
What advice would you give to first time voters? Now when I say that, that means that the younger generation, like they over 18, so they eligible to vote. What advice would you give to them?
I would tell them don't vote for a certain party. You have to vote on the issues. The issues. It's not a Democrat or Republic thing. It's an issue thing.
Okay. I can agree with that. Now, I don't want to make you upset, right? Because
Okay.
I know how you feel about when you hear this person's name, because me and you have talked about this person many days and many nights. And I feel that she needs to be voted out of office. Do you
Who is
think
that?
do you think a lot
Kim
of
Fox.
people yes.
Yes, Kim Fox should have been out of office.
Okay.
But for some reason, Chicago is a Democratic machine. Chicago is full of corruption.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she has done nothing
Agree.
for Cook County.
So me and other people that live here in Cook County, how do we get her out of office?
Well, vote for her opposition. But again, Chicago is a Democratic machine.
Mm-hmm. I mean, technically, me and you both know the answer, but that's a different panel. But you're right.
And I wonder what happened with her. Didn't she just assault her husband?
Yeah, she filed a domestic against him, but
Well, he filed one against her too, right?
right,
She beat him up.
but he never put her hand on her. She put her hand on him.
Uh-huh.
But because of her position with Cook County, they put her under wood. Why is that?
Most of these politicians are crooks. Most of these politicians should not have lifelong appointments. Some of these people, they are getting $150,000 a year in income. They can't even relate to the average person. How can you even know what my needs are? And I'm only making 40 or 50,000. They can't even relate to the average human being. They think because they give to a charity that they're giving something. And you got people out here working 2 jobs, doing whatever they can do to make things work. They have unforeseen health issues that come up. And
you're right. You're right. There's people out here working 2 jobs or maybe 3 jobs just to make ends meet. Especially if you have children.
The average 1-bedroom apartment now is going for $1,500 a month.
Yeah. Depending on what area you live in, some one bedroom apartment is $950 a month. And about to go up. That's just for 1 bedroom. So you're right.
And minimum wage is what, $15 an hour?
Yeah, in the city of Chicago is 15.
Yeah, if you work in the city, it's 15.
Yeah.
And so,
out here where I'm at is 16.
And that's still not enough money.
Yeah, depending on what type of work you're doing and what company you're working for, you're right. Because not to be cutting you off, with all the work experience I had, the last job that I was working, I could have been making more money than what I was. I was making 17, but I had the experience to be making at least $24 an hour. I was the intake specialist for COVID-19. I did that for 6 months. So I've seen a lot of people come from different states. They came here to Chicago just to get the COVID testing, just to get the vaccine.
Wow.
And some of the stories that I heard people tell me, like, I was like, wow, compared to what they were going through, I'm like, I'm not even going through nothing. So why are people complaining when there's people in other cities and states that deal with things worse than we do on an everyday basis? Yeah, it's crazy. But
yeah,
you're right,
it's
though.
always somebody worse off than you are. But nobody should be going to work every day and not be able to have a roof over their head.
Yeah. I wish Together can come on the panel because I have some questions for her regarding the state of California.
Together, where you at? She's probably listening. Just read what's going over there in Paris. How's the economy? Well, I'm gonna tell you, I don't go out as much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go around a whole lot of people. I go to a few events, but as far as all of that being around people,
Yes.
because I'm scared COVID and then the monkeypox.
Yeah, I'm still doing some research on that one. I'm not too sure about that one. Like, how do people even catch monkeypox?
I don't know. But all I know is I don't want it. I don't like the way it looks. It looks like you got herpes. And there's so much information that the government not telling us.
Of course not. Just like Donald Trump didn't tell us about COVID
Yeah,
until the
well,
numbers until the numbers reach a certain amount of death. Then that's when he finally came out and said what he said. But you're
yeah.
right. But you're right. As far as the monkeypox concerned, like I don't want it. I don't wish it on nobody. Uh, I hope they find some type of cure for it.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
know, somebody was trying to tell me the other day that they have a cure for cancer.
hmm
I said that's a lie. If
you don't
they had
believe
a
that?
cure for if they had a cure for cancer, the guy that found the apple would still be alive.
Yeah. So when someone tells you that, like you don't believe what they saying.
Well, I mean, he was one of the richest men in the world. So if there was a cure for it, certainly he would have gotten it.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And then, like you said, a lot of people will probably um still be here if there was a cure for cancer.
A lot of rich people.
Yeah, and even people we know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you um did you hear about Pastor Jamal Bryant?
Who?
Pastor Jamal Bryant.
Now what he done did.
He supposedly talked about um Herschel Walker
You
of how
know,
he of how he supposedly lied um about his upbringing.
I wish they would leave Herschel Walker alone.
hmm
They done found women from 20 and 30 years ago. Um, that he told women he wasn't ready to be a father and asked them um to have abortions. Um,
Okay.
Are both of his parents black?
He looked black to me.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I know he was a heck of a football player.
He was a great football player. Now he wants to run for political office,
And he's
and they
probably the
want to bring
Republican.
up everything that he ever did in his life.
Mm-hmm.
If I was Herschel, I would be like, yep, I did it. Now what? Okay, moving forward, I'm not that person I am today. And that son of his, that ungrateful son
Mm-hmm.
that got up and was trying to denounce him, you know, disrespectful, ungrateful kid.
So Herschel Walker is part of the Republican Party.
Yeah, he's running for the Republican Party. And again, like I say, he might have concerns that will help people.
Yeah. Like you mentioned earlier, um don't vote for a person because he or she is Democratic or Republican. Vote for who you think gonna make a difference in your community and statewide.
They kill me. They'll bring they'll bring up they'll resurrect old girlfriends. Man, they come out the woodworks when you run for a political office.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't break up with Herschel. She stayed
No,
with him.
she didn't break up with him. You're right.
You know, you
From
stayed
from
with him.
from what I know, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you stayed with him. He paid good money in child support.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember him being a young football star,
Right.
and I was happy he excelled. And now he's trying to make a difference. But we worried about what he did 30 years ago. Again, a lot of people aren't the same as they was 30 years ago.
Right.
I'm all about
That be the main issue that I be having about certain people. Like, why the media constantly bring up stuff that happened 30 and 40 years ago?
because they have nothing else better to do. And that's how they program us to think that
I'm,
people cannot evolve and change their lives.
mm-hmm.
They want us to always see them in a negative light.
Yeah.
You know, Malcolm X had been in prison.
Right.
Like I said, we all are worthy.
Mm-hmm.
We all are worthy. but it be our own people, you know.
You made a good point. I mean, like you said, Malcolm X did time in prison before he became the leader of the Nation of the Islam.
Yeah,
And look how much power and movement that he had during the civil rights. And the sad
boy,
part about that is the people that they said that supposedly killed him didn't even do it.
the government had him killed.
Thank
And do
you.
you know when they released them studies, you had people that just couldn't believe that the government had Malcolm X killed and Martin.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. They had Martin Luther King killed too.
Yeah, he was still living when he got to the hospital. They
Yeah,
smothered him to death.
yeah. And you know who talked about that situation? About Dr. Martin Luther King, Judge Joe Brown.
Yeah, I like Judge Joe Brown for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
On some things, you know, we're not going to agree on everybody's viewpoints on everything.
Right.
But Judge Joe Brown be splitting a whole lot of knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah. I
But
was
it would
shocked.
be nice. It would be nice if most men could see themselves as being leaders and helping out in the community. They can be their own leaders and they don't have to attack everybody and try to fight with them neither.
Yeah.
It would be nice if we can have some round table discussions, but not us, because we're going to talk about the person that's coming with the dashiki on. We worrying about what religion somebody is and all of that. And
Yeah.
so instead of worrying about how we're going to effectively keep programs in our neighborhood.
Yeah. So
And a lot of people now do things, everybody clout chasing. It don't
mm-hmm.
seem like nobody's sincere. Like you got Charleston White. You want to attack the rappers, but you're not attacking them the right way. Then you you a grown man and you arguing with kids, disrespecting somebody's kids.
Yeah. Do you feel like we need more men and women to organize like more nonprofit organizations to get out here in these communities and bring our communities back together? They don't necessarily have to be Black Lives Matter. They can have a totally different name and totally different concept to give people resources of how to deal with racism, police brutality, that's all type of different stuff that goes on in the community.
Well,
It
first you're
don't.
gonna have to find some honest people that's really doing it from the heart.
Yeah. I mean, it don't have to be Black Lives
You
Matter. It could
gotta
be a
have a
whole.
passion for it, and then they gotta be sincere. And
Yeah.
then you gotta have the people to back them. But again, if somebody got a better car or
Hmm.
they driving a better car, we won't support them.
Yeah. But like you say, you gotta have people that um you can trust.
It's unfortunate that we've got to have people, they've got to step up to the plate now.
Yeah.
It's time. It's time. Because when you have people you done grew up with,
Hmm.
people you done went to school with, and you see their kids killing each other over something they don't even own,
Right.
you know, the
You're right.
hood, the hood,
You're absolutely
the
right. I
hood
mean,
don't care about you.
you're right. I mean, just like the situation that you mentioned earlier, Monday, there's no way that some people could have got shot outside, trick or treating with their kids. They don't make any sense. Well, that was my old neighborhood. I know exactly where it happened at. And you know what the crazy part about it all the
Between,
time? You know what the crazy part about it all the time, April? Is they always say we have nobody in custody. How? 14
yeah,
people.
make that make sense. I need
How?
to understand how they can capture a license plate on a car to give you a ticket when you done ran a red light, but they
Hmm.
don't never capture anybody killing anybody.
And
Make
you
that
got
make sense.
and you got cameras. You got cameras on every corner.
They got cameras everywhere.
But they always
But
say,
they sure was able to find video footage of Jussie Smollett, Juicy Smollett,
but they
but
always
they
say,
can't find no killers in Chicago
right.
or
But they always
Joliet or any other
they
place.
but they always say we have nobody in custody.
And the
Somebody
streets talk.
somebody in that neighborhood know who did the shooting. They know. Nobody
They
could
know.
nobody could sit up here and tell me that they don't know who did that shooting. But that's Chicago.
Well, that's everywhere. It's
Thank
here.
you. But thank you. Thank you. You're right. That's
You know,
everywhere.
it's everywhere. It's in all of your major cities.
Hmm.
There's some type of dark force that's out there. And like I said, these kids are going to be traumatized between They can't trick or treat. They can't go to a parade. They can't be in school. Like
Right.
to have, hey, the bottom of the bottle, how you doing? I mean, do they realize the damage that they are doing to these kids? They're already
Yeah.
traumatized.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, where do these kids feel safe?
They can't.
Can't feel safe in school. Can't feel safe on the streets. And God forbid, hopefully they're in some decent households where there's not a lot of fighting and stuff going on.
Like you say, where do they feel safe at? Like, where's their comfort zone? Where's that place where they can go and not be afraid?
At this point in time, I don't see any place. My heart
You
was so heavy.
you would think it would be the school, the YMCA, the vaccinational centers, but nowadays you can't even go there.
So they have school shootings. You go to the parades. Because I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to keep it 100. From the time I was a little girl, we used to go to the Bud Billiken parade, even as an adult.
Hmm.
You don't know when they going to get to shooting somewhere now. Lord
Yeah,
knows I can't run that fast.
yeah.
But it should not be that much fear. You know, it shouldn't be that much fear in the world. But the
I mean,
kids, we got to save our kids.
yeah. I mean, in my teenage years, I mean, we had neighborhood parades. Uh, the churches would take us to the Bud Billington parade every summer, take us to Great America. Nowadays, they don't do that anymore. It's like, it's a totally different now. Parents can't even take their children to the food court in the mall because they scared a shooting or a fight don't break out. You
Yeah,
can't even go
because
to them.
when you know, they killing now. I mean, it ain't no fighting head up and oh, we fought last week. We gonna squash that shit. I mean, it's killed to be killed out here now,
Yeah.
and that's the shame. And people, people walking around here now,
Hmm.
they guns. I mean, people they trying to live too. So it's either kill or be killed now.
Yeah. But bottom of the bottle says some YMCA's are expensive in South Carolina. Wow.
Oh yeah, a membership
Yeah.
to the YMCA. Yeah,
Yeah. He said they have no program for low income residents.
They don't. And those are the people that need them.
That's a
Yeah,
good point.
yeah, yep. The
Wow.
YMCA is expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, he's right because out here in Old Park where I'm at, it's very expensive.
Hey, Big M.
But big thing you know is
Uh-huh.
so that's a good point he made, April.
Yeah, the YMCA is expensive. Now
Yeah.
they have big brothers, big sisters.
Mhm.
I guess they're still around. Where you had people that was mentoring,
Yeah.
but
Did that did that program get canceled because of low funding?
well, they still uh they still had the boys club here in in Joliet
Okay.
where they can go swimming, and they have a few
Okay.
activities. But again, like I say, with the rise of the violence,
Mhm.
people are scared to send their kids to these places now because now they don't know if the child gonna make it home.
That's true. Wow. So do they have any after school programs there in Joliet?
Yeah, they've got some. They've got some.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the organization I belong to,
Okay.
we were gonna offer free computer training, and we didn't even have that many people sign up for the program
So
after school.
you still volunteer for that program?
I still go over there and volunteer. I haven't been in a while because I
Okay.
can't lift yet due to this lymphedema,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to come up with something that I'm going to try to do for the year of 2023.
Okay.
And that would
Yeah,
be
but
to
that.
have some etiquette classes for girls on how to set tables.
Mhm.
Because they've taken home economics out of the schools, you
Right.
know, to,
They,
etiquette classes, how to set a table.
yeah, they have taken a lot of different programs out of the school system, and that probably having an effect on kids too. Yeah. Yeah. So
But
that could be an
we
issue.
need a new we need a new world order. And I'm getting
Yeah.
tired. I'm getting so tired now. And I'm trying to stay
Yeah.
positive. But it's so
Yeah. You right.
hurtful to turn on the TV and every day killing,
Yeah.
killing, killing. Like, where's
Yeah.
love when you need it?
Yeah. It's like every day you turn on the news, it's breaking news story. It's
And the
sad.
thing of it is, But I just turned 60, and I hope to live to be 100. So I got 40 more years to be here on this earth.
Yeah.
And these young folks that's coming up, I need them to be smart. But hell, they gonna be on anxiety medicine because they gonna be terrified if they ain't
Like,
already on medication now. They scared to go to school. They might get shot and killed. They're scared to go to a parade. I mean,
yeah.
they're gonna be too messed up to help me.
Yeah, like I said April earlier, I mean, I'll be 49 years old in 3 weeks, and I done seen a lot of stuff. And through my journey of life, I done lost a lot of people, family members, best friends. So to be to make 49 from where I came from, it's a blessing.
I tell people, you better hope you live to see 60. Don't be calling me old. Shoot, to make it to be 60.
Yeah,
And any of these inner city kids, uh, yeah,
yeah,
it's sad.
yeah. It's bad.
But I think what I'm gonna do is, you know, not only do I talk about it, I
Uh
be
huh.
about it. But I know for 2023, I gotta get back out there.
Yeah,
I gotta get back out there. I gotta get back out there. We all gotta make a claim. We gotta go back and reclaim our youth. We got to.
yeah. We gotta,
And
we gotta.
we don't have to argue. We don't have to fuss and fight about it. Just
Uh-huh.
get out there, do it. Mm. If it ain't nothing, but if I had to have 5 girls come over here to my house and I teach them how to set a table,
Uh huh.
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something. And I'm gonna challenge everybody else because it's gotta get better.
Yeah.
It's gotta
You're
get
right.
better.
We gotta take our community back.
And all of them values, they're so gone now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody just doing anything nowadays.
Yeah.
Anything goes.
Yeah. How much longer you finna be on? I got a call coming through.
Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to end the show. If somebody wanted to come, I've just had such a sadness in me. Um, like I say, you get older
Mm-hmm.
You start seeing things a little different. Like I say, I come in peace. I ain't trying to argue with people, but I will if need be.
Yeah, when you get older,
But
you start to see things in a different perspective. And
we
that's what I
we
that's
gotta
that's
save our kids.
that's that's what I learned to do to listen and observe different things.
Yeah. Hey, 1MB, what time you coming on? I'll be over there.
So I'm about to get out of here, April. I guess want to come in
Okay,
and
yeah, thanks for coming
share
on.
share some of
Okay.
my thoughts. Let me know when you
Yeah,
come back
thanks
on.
for sharing. Okay, you'll be on at 9. Yeah, um, yeah, and everybody is talking about the state of Black America on YouTube now, and
Yeah,
that's great. Everybody is tired of the killings.
yeah.
So,
But keep doing what you're doing, spreading the message for the black community and black awareness, and shout out to everyone that's in the chat room that have their
thanks,
own
Chuck,
YouTube
for
that
coming
have they
on here.
that have their
Like I
own
said,
YouTube channel.
between the, yeah, thank you for being my co-host.
Oh, you're
Um,
welcome, no problem.
and thanks for coming up. You know, we can all get along. It might be, you might have 50 great qualities, and I'ma love all 50 of them. And I ain't gonna dislike you because of 2 bad qualities. And thank you for being on the show today.
You're welcome anytime. Just let me know if I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, I'm gonna
let me
stay
know.
on here. You can hang up. I want to talk about all of these petty beefs these folks got going on.
Uh huh.
Folks doxing and different stuff. Um,
If you still on when I come back, I get back on the live.
okay.
All right.
All right.
Uh, peace out.
Okay.
Uh,
So yeah, I've had a sadness in me. Um, things ain't what they used to be, I can tell you that. And it's sad, the state of Black America, the state of Black families. Like I say, you got relatives, they'll treat their friends better than their family. They'll co-sign children's bad behavior, help creating a problem. Nobody wants to stand up for right anymore. This is April Showers. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm challenging everybody for 2023. We got to go back and reach back. We got to reach back. Everybody, have a great night. April showers. I'm off for now till I think about something else. I pay a fee to StreamYard, so I'm going to do as many shows 2-3 times a day. Everybody, have a great night. Peace out.